How is everyone doing today? And in this video, we are going to try out our boy Phainon. I actually don't know how to say his name correctly. But we are going to test out our boy Kevin for the most part because yes, I am a huge Honkai Impact fan, and having our version of Kevin in this game, I'm so happy. I'm super excited, especially with the quick test run that I gave him in playing with this character. Yeah, this dude is just playing a raid boss personified, and I'm very happy with how he plays. So today we're going to take him into MLC 12, and we're going to be taking him in with Lynx. And not only that, we're also going to be taking them in with Sunday and Tribby. Now, you can play Phainon a couple of different ways when you're trying to work around his, I can say, boss mode, I would like to say, which is whenever you target him with an ally ability, like, you know, Sunday giving him the advance forward, or you're able to do Sunday's energy. There's a lot of ways to get core flame. That's the main thing I'm trying to say here. But Link specifically is a little bit of an off pick that I wanted to throw into this team, just because it's really nice to have Lynx on the team for two reasons. One, you have a healer, and whenever you heal somebody or heal Phainon specifically with a healer or give them a shield, Phainon gets a damage boost, which is a pretty cool thing. The other thing that is really nice is that Lynx with their skill is able to allow Phainon, because he has destruction, to have higher taunt value, and he gets an extra core flame whenever he gets targeted by an enemy. So not only are we allowing our team to give him the core flames, he himself is going to get core flames, but also being able to get attacked is giving him core flames. So he has just a lot of different things in his kit that's going to be super cool to see. But before we go into the rest of this, I forgot to say, this is from the content creator experience server, so anything that you see here may or may not be here on live release. But let's go ahead and get into this. We're gonna go ahead and give Phainon the skill from Lynx, and as you can see, we get the core flame, which is really nice, and he is getting targeted, which is even better. Now that we have this done, I'm gonna throw Lynx's ult. It's gonna target Phainon again because it targets the whole team. Another core flame, absolutely beautiful. And then we're also gonna go ahead and give Phainon the ultimate from Sunday, giving another core flame and some extra boost. We're gonna throw him up there, which I wish I had the speed tuning a little bit better. It would have been really nice. So that we could get a little bit more turns with Phainon, maybe having him a little bit faster to give him some extra core flames. But the main thing here is that we want to get to our Vengeful 12, especially with us getting, what is it called? Targeted with all that we have here. Trying to make sure that we have everything active, which it's going to be the, where is it at? Trying to make sure we have everything here. Seems like we do for the most part. And as you may know from the live stream, if Phainon has all the buffs, he does transfer them over. So now it's time to activate the raid boss mode, which I think, ooh, I think this is so freaking cool. Now he has a couple of different things he can do with this. Either he can just use his regular skill to gain, if I'm not wrong, 2 of these Scourge stacks. Not only that, he also has a advance forward for enemies, which I think is a really cool thing to have. Something that I've been kind of asking for other characters for the dot meta specifically, but this is something that's really cool for him personally, which he's going to allow every enemy to get advance forwarded to the top, so that you're able to do a counter, and however many enemies are attacking him, he does get a scourge stack. But because we have basically full stacks, let's go ahead and use his skill once, which he does massive damage, 1.3 million off that. And this can get even more insane the better the units you're bringing. When it comes to bringing a better sustain, or you're bringing some type of other support on top of it, because most of your teammates are going to be off of the team for the majority of the time that you're playing this, because Phainon will just have by himself a raid boss mode where everybody else is just off the field, and he basically inherits everything from them. And then we're gonna go ahead and allow them to attack us. This is gonna help us get our stacks for our skill again, and we're gonna just do a counter attack. And not only that, the additional attacks that we are getting from these enemies are just gonna help him stack his damage a little bit more. And what would be even better is if we are able to KO both of them right now with these max amount of stacks. Which, oh my god, it's such a cool, oh, I love this so much, dude. It's so cool to be able to play a character like this. Like, you're legit like, it looks like they're the ones trying to fight you in terms of trying to clear MOC. Like, this is a full raid boss type of deal, I guess you could say, with this character. Is so freaking cool. We're gonna go ahead and enhance them to get the stacks of Scourge, and so that we can go ahead and do our counter attack as well. The more they try to use their additional attacks, the more stacks we're getting with Phainon allow us to do a little bit more damage from this counter attack. Which, man, this is just so freaking cool. This is just so freaking cool. I love this so much. I might not be playing him as optimally as possible, but this is kind of like a rundown of what he does as a character. And getting this raid boss mode can come from a bunch of different ways when it comes to allowing a character like Lynx to come in and help out with, you know, getting targeted, when it comes to maybe even stacking more buffs on top with something like Bronya, or adding REHOO, or even more supports. And that could even further follow into the future, which I'm going to be using a run after this to show the full support run versus, you know, this MOC. But this shows that Phainon can get way crazier the more time that we allow him to be in the game, which that's just going to be super exciting to see. Other than that, I don't know realistically would do more damage. So I think what we're going to do is just use a regular skill here, which 251k, not bad for a regular skill. And then we're going to immediately go into our, what is it called? Basically the final blow before we leave the transformation. And with that being said, it's going to do a little bit more damage. I can't believe it does as much damage as it does just for leaving your form. 600k is insane. We're going to go ahead and throw Phainon back up once. That's going to be a skill there. I can't wait to pull this character. I'm legit not even kidding. He is so cool to me personally. And he uses one of my favorite characters, which is Lynx. Allows him to not only get some value from her, but also to help with that taunt value, which is something that we haven't gotten that much of in this game, I feel like. There's no way he just took Phainon. That actually kind of like ruined everything. I need to break him ASAP. Like, I need this gone. But, oh, this is terrible. That is terrible. Because I'm not going to have all the buffs. But we can break and give Phainon his skill. Or not, the ult from Sunday. Oh, there you go. There was it. Oh, I can't. There you go. Now we're back in the boss mode. That was so unfortunate. I could have definitely ended this in one cycle without a singular doubt. But let's go ahead. Use our skill right here. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, we definitely would have had that 100% if I didn't get unlucky, which that kind of comes with the playing with Phainon. If he gets taken away, all you have are super supportive characters and healers. If you have someone that CCs like that, that's going to be a little painful to have happen to you, because it will be a lot harder to clear. But this should basically KO. Oh, right. It's basically right there. This is going to KO. Which, oh man, this team is so cool. Phainon himself is just such a cool unit. And what he's able to do. Being a basically boss, raid boss with his ultimate. But now, let's go ahead and go into our next team, which is, of course, going to be with Phainon with Bronya. Because it's going to allow us to just really double down on all the supportive factors that he can bring into his ult form, which can get him some crazy, and I mean some absolutely amazing damage. So we're going to go in. He's going to get a crap ton of buffs from all of these characters, especially with him being able to just print out his core flame with Bronya and Sunday being on the team, allowing him to get core flames from being boosted up, him allowing himself to do his skills. It's a lot of really good stuff that comes with it. Now, the thing we do have to know, because we don't have an E6 Bronya here, she has E0S1. Her buff basically leaves immediately, right after the turn is done. So you do have to kind of fine tune your way with Bronya, and especially speed tune it a little bit harder than most supports in other teams. I feel like, especially with this showcase, I didn't speed tune them the best of my ability. That is my bad, but I do think with Phainon, I think he's going to get not only stronger with future supports that come out, but also the more you fine tune his team, I think some absolutely disgusting results are going to come out of it. So I'm going to save the ult from both of these guys. I think not specifically Sunday, because his actually lasts quite a couple of turns. I'm going to leave Sunday's up after he does his skill, so you can get a little bit more damage in through his turns, while Bronya is going to keep hers there, because we do need to wait specifically for hers, because hers expires very quickly. So let's go ahead and hopefully get to Bronya very soon, and then we're gonna just unload all the buffs possible. That's fine with me that Tribute gets taken away, because it really doesn't matter to me. And now we're going to use the skill with Phainon, or not with Phainon, but with Bronya. And then we're going to use her ult, and then we're going to use Phainon's ultimate. Now we should be carrying basically all the buffs possible from this team. I hope Sundays is still active, but we have a crap ton of buffs here. Holy crap, that is absolutely insane. We have a crap ton of buffs here, and we have our raid boss right now, which is Phainon. Oh my god. This is absolutely insane. So what we're gonna do here is, I feel like, use our skill, the enhance. The reason why is because we're getting the stacks from the whole wave, which we only get that one extra one, which does suck. But with all these characters on the field, we're gonna get a lot of stacks for our counter attack. And with that also being said, the less enemies that there are on the field allows the skill to hit a little bit more towards the characters we actually want it to hit. So now we have this. We want to see how much damage we can do here. And I'm pretty sure, oh my god, 1.9 mil. Nah, dude, I love this character. I love this character, dude. Holy crap, that is insane. That is actually insane. I don't know. Me personally, anybody else can have a differing opinion with how he works as a character, but holy crap, this dude fun as heck. For me personally, holy crap. Let's go ahead and use our skill once more. Do our damage here, 1.6 mil. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and boost them both back up, giving us our stacks and letting us do a counter attack hopefully from this as well. Try to get as many counters as we possibly can. Boom. Oh, I love it, dude. I love it here. We're going to use a regular skill because this hand can't really do anything to us, and we'll just get the 2 stacks from it. We get 2 stacks regardless, but I think we'll get a little bit more off of it with having Phainon use his skill instead of his boost up for the enemies, because the hand can't really give us a stack. But let's go ahead and use our Meteor on Savrog. See how much damage you could do here. Oh my god, my goat! And that is a 0 cycle with Phainon. Oh my god, I love this character. He is so freaking cool, dude. He is so freaking cool. And this is Phainon at his best. I know, yes, it's triple support, but that kind of embodies the whole raid boss mentality with Phainon. He is an absolute go. Of course, we're using his signature light cone with the relics, which are the brand new relics that we got recently, which are the Wave Strider Captain, and we also have Arcadia Woman Dreams, making it so that they get more damage when there's less allies on the field, because of course the raid boss mode allows him to basically delete his teammates for a second, and then this allows him to get that bonus from that planar set. And then of course getting targeted by ally abilities allows you to use the Wave Strider Captain, which literally plays into Phainon's whole kit. So that's basically it with Phainon. That 0 cycle is super fun. Oh my god, I love this character so much. I cannot wait to pull up. See y'all guys in the next one, and peace.